Hello everyone, this is SAGA 12, and today we are going to be continuing our adventures into the trails of Cold Steel. For those who did not watch the last episode, which sadly, I hate to say it, but there wasn't very many. I think it was because it was a two-parter. I'm going to have to try and avoid two-parters from this point on. As much as I don't like to split things into two parts, that episode was just way too long. So people who didn't watch the last episode, let me just recap. We managed to find out what was happening in Keldic. Basically, the Kritsin Provincial Army, which is supposed to be watching over Keldic, may or may not have been in cahoots with some bandits that ended up destroying the stalls from the Grand Market from when we first arrived, because there were two merchants that were arguing over the same stall because they had the exact same permit, and they shouldn't have had the same permit. So they ended up agreeing begrudgingly to share the stall and just like flip every week during the Grand Market. And that didn't sit well with them. But what really didn't sit well with them was the following night, someone came in and destroyed both stalls and then ran off with all the goods. So they were accusing each other, almost came to blows, and the Kritsin Provincial Army basically didn't want to do anything. They were supposed to. They're supposed to get in the middle of disputes like that, but they chose not to because of the fact that Keldic's Grand Market was going against the recent tax increases. So it was up to Rean and his friends to try and figure out what was going on. And they ended up finding all the goods alongside the thieves in, I believe, Linaria Nature Park. And were then very quickly confronted with, the Kritsin Provincial Army basically came in after they beat up the thieves, and then beat up the Guardian of the Forest, which had spontaneously attacked them, this giant baboon thing, and accused Rean and his friends of being the thieves, because they, quote-unquote, were found right next to the stash, even though the shady individuals that were acting as park rangers, pretending to be park rangers, were standing right next to the stash and were clearly beaten up. The Kritsin Provincial Army captain basically was like, yeah, no, we believe you're the thieves. And they would have been arrested as thieves if it hadn't have been for the Railway Military Police, which is an extension of the Imperial Army. They got involved, they managed to sort everything out, and we met Captain Claire Revelt, who is one of my personal favorite characters, who came in and sorted everything out, and everything ended up being hunky-dory peachy keen. So we headed back to Thors Military Academy with our first successful run on a field study. Cool. I should note, too, that from this point on, I'm probably going to... Up until this point, I haven't been using my high-level gear because I wanted to try and make it more engaging and more realistic. However, I also want to get through the story as quickly as possible, and battles tend to be the biggest stopping point for it. After doing that last battle, which was like a boss fight with the Guardian of the Forest, I decided that I will be using my high-level gear from this point on, so that way I can just blitz through the story as quickly as possible and show you guys everything. Because it's been a couple of months since I played this game. I'm falling behind on trying to keep my streaming and recording services up, so let's do this. I'm gonna blitz through this game so that way you guys get to enjoy the most important element of the game, which is the story. Because the story is fantastic, the characters are dynamic, the characters are wonderful, and I want to show them to you. So without further ado, let's get started. I believe we're going to be starting a new school week. Yeah, so we just ended chapter 1, so we're going to be starting chapter 2 now. Did I really play this back in October? Has that been that long? Oops. Alrighty, so we are on Saturday.
Late May.
Oh, okay. So we're in May now.
The lino flowers that painted Trista's spring fields had faded, replaced by lush greenery and a refreshing breeze. With the trials of last month's field study behind us, we found ourselves caught up once more in the bustle of school life. Both our combat training and academic studies continued to become more and more demanding.
Oh, I see the cat there. I didn't notice that before.
But May also heralded the beginning of specialist classes, more befitting a military academy.
The Orbital Revolution 50 years ago changed the way wars were fought forever. There are a number of reasons for this fundamental change, but 4 factors in particular that I would argue to be the most important. The first is the invention of orbital guns, cannons, and other weaponry. The increased accuracy of these weapons, as well as their ease of maintenance and manufacture, instantly rendered all other firearms obsolete. The second factor is the associated mechanization of the military. Orbital technology led to the formation of armored divisions made up of tanks and armored cars. The impact this new kind of tactical unit had on the battlefield, with its enhanced offense, defense, and mobility, cannot be overstated. The third factor is the invention of airships. Warships that rely on the gravity manipulation ability of a flight field to remain in the air simply did not exist before the revolution. The sudden addition of a whole new dimension to war, the sky, made countless new strategies viable that were previously unimaginable. And the last factor is the creation of an entirely new practical science, which may be the biggest, most important change of all. Without orbital technology, such a concept would scarcely even have been conceivable, but now we'd be virtually crippled without it. Rean Schwarzer, can you tell the class what that new scientific breakthrough was?
Why are you calling on me? That's because I'm the protag. I just instantly become a magnet for this sort of thing. Something only possible after the Orbital Revolution, which revolutionized warfare. That would have to be... I believe, if I remember correctly, is orbital communications. Correct. The answer is orbital communications, a form of wireless communication technology based on formless transmissions throughout orbital waves. This allows officers on the battlefield to obtain pertinent information in real time, leading to precise, accurate troop movements. Of course, countermeasures have also been invented, such as wiretapping and jamming, to partially limit its benefits, but nonetheless... I got it right. Well done. This is all pretty high-level stuff. I mean, I knew the basics, but I'd never heard it gone into this much detail before. Yeah, we're gonna have to work really hard to keep up. Yay! Always good to see that sort of stuff, because that means I can get better gear.
Why did Lady Laura have to be placed in a class like that? I was truly looking forward to studying alongside her.
Frickin' elites.
Is that girl next to her not the one who scored the highest on the entrance exam?
I believe so, though I also hear she's a mere commoner.
Shows you classes and everything, doesn't it?
There's something about that silvered-haired girl that I find oddly soothing. I wonder if she'd let me stroke her hair if I were to ask nicely.
That's quite enough idle chatter. We are members of Class 1. We are above such droll behavior.
Are you? Really?
As well, we cannot allow ourselves to be bettered by that rabble, even in something as insignificant as the culinary arts.
Of course not. I'm so accustomed to our chef doing all of the cooking, however, that I must admit I'm finding this all rather challenging.
Again, frickin' elites.
Could they make it a little less obvious they're talking about us? I mean, seriously.
It stands to reason they'd be curious about our class. It's hard to blame them for that, at least.
I think you've wished that plenty already.
I love Fee. Fee is definitely one of my favorites. Easy. Easy. Top tier. You'll see why.
I feel like I'm finally getting the hang of using an orbital computer.
Likewise. I was lost at first, but it's slowly beginning to make more sense.
Well, it is cutting-edge technology here in Erebonia, so I think most people are confused until they've gotten used to it. Machias and Jusis both picked it up surprisingly quickly, though.
Yeah, but academics are their thing. And I'm pretty sure Machias has been interested in computers for a while, too.
Jusis also seems to get the hang of things far quicker than most people, even if he's not interested in them at all. Which probably just adds insult to injury for Machias.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'll bet.
In case you guys have forgotten over the course of the last several months, Machias and Jusis hate each other.
I hear they were really butting heads during last month's field study.
They were. At one point, things almost took a violent turn. We were able to hold them back, but I don't think we could have kept them under control for long if Instructor Sarah hadn't arrived.
We really need to do something about them, but I have no idea what.
I don't either, but you're right. This has gone on for way too long as it is. It needs to stop.
Rean Schwarzer.
Huh? Isn't he from Class 1?
Patrick, is it?
That is correct. My full name is Patrick T. Higharms. I don't believe I need to say anything more than that.
What?
So, you're from the Higharms family?
Are they prestigious?
About as prestigious as they come. The Higharmses are one of the 4 great houses.
Hiramses? Sounds weird.
Though they're slightly lower in rank than the Albareas. I'm sorry. I meant no offense.
It doesn't matter. I didn't come here to talk to commoners or foreigners. I came to bring gladsome tidings to you, Rean Schwarzer.
Just walk through, what do you call it? Gaius there. I was gonna say Jusis. That's not Jusis. It's Gaius. Like, Gaius is one of the tallest characters in this game, and Patrick just basically shoved him aside. It's lucky that Gaius is also one of the more gentle ones.
I am generously extending you welcome to make use of the accommodations on the 3rd floor of the Student Union building.
You mean...
The 3rd floor?
That's where the Noble's Salon is, right?
Your father may be a mere baron, but that still makes you a noble. And though you've had the misfortune of sharing a class with this riffraff...
Patrick, I want to slap you in the face.
I have decided to use my good name as a member of the Higharms family to afford you the privilege of joining us. I do hope you appreciate it.
You can't see my face right now, but I'm just rolling my eyes and shaking my head.
Well, how can I turn him down politely?
This hardly strikes me as the best place to be recruiting new members.
Jusis.
Jusis Alberea?
I wasn't aware the third son of the High Arms family counted playing factions among his hobbies. If you wished for company in the salon, should you not have come to me first?
You? You've been invited countless times. You simply choose not to come. Despite there being no shortage of second years practically begging for your company.
I have no interest.
Suit yourself then. But you, Schwarzer, make sure you think long and hard about this. If you care about your future, you need to start thinking about the connections you're making and the side you're taking.
I hate him so much. I don't hate him, but I hate him. You know what I mean? The sparkles are a bit much. Freaking ostentatious asshole.
He's certainly not shy.
That's putting it mildly.
No, he's not. I wasn't sure how to turn him down either. Thanks for stepping in, Jusis.
I wasn't trying to help you. But I did cause you some trouble during last month's field study, so... No, that's all.
Last month's field study? Is he...
Yeah, I think he means the run-in we had with the provincial army.
Ah, so he feels partially responsible for his family's actions then. He must have been looking for a way to apologize to you.
Huh, I guess he has a nice side after all.
Oh boy. Good work today, class. Tomorrow's a free day, so do take it easy. You've earned it. Just remember, next Wednesday is your second practical exam. I was wondering when she's gonna bring that up. Will you be announcing the details for our next field study trip on Wednesday also? Of course. You'll be heading out next weekend. I'm sure you can hardly wait. I, for one, very much look forward to it. Oh, and one more thing. Your midterms are scheduled for the middle of next month, so just file that away if you would. Midterms? Sounds irritating. So we finally get to put all our knowledge we've gained through the past few months to the test. Yes, and that's a good thing. You need to be thinking about your academic studies. School can't just be all military strategy, you know. Because if it is, I'm going to get an earful from Vice Principal Heinrich. Again. Is that all you care about? Can we ask if there's anything we don't understand? Not if you care about the answer being right. I'm a combat instructor. Book smarts like that are well beyond me. Anyway, that's all for homeroom. Machias, if you'll please. Yes, instructor.
All rise. Bow.
Well, I'll see you later, Rean.
Later.
Oh, are you two going to club activities today?
Yeah, I am. Did you want to have dinner together later?
We've been eating in the cafeteria an awful lot lately, so maybe we could go to the cafe in Trista today for a change of scenery?
Sounds good to me. You want to just meet up in the entrance hall later?
Sure.
See you then.
Oh, hi, Elisa. Are you off to club practice too?
Oh, no, not today.
What is it? Is there something you wanted to ask me?
It's nothing. I'll see you later.
Ah, the Sundeer after my own heart.
What was that all about?
Did you do something else to upset her?
Not that I'm aware of.
I'm still kind of figuring out who I want to romance. And the very first playthrough I ever did, it was Laura. And I think I mentioned that in a previous episode. And I think I'm still going to leave it up to you guys as to which of the female characters I end up romancing throughout this game and the second game. Whoever you choose in this game, I'm going to stick through all the way to the end of Cold Steel 4. You know, I just I can't choose. I can't choose this time. I've got a few characters I want to, but I can't choose. So you guys are gonna choose.
Although, I suppose it's possible I did something wrong without even realizing it. Knowing her.
I was speaking in jest, I assure you. Are you planning on going into the old schoolhouse again tomorrow?
Yeah. The principal did ask me to keep an eye on it, so I thought I'd make time for a quick look inside.
All right. Please let me know when you're planning to begin the expedition, if you would. I have club activities tomorrow, but as far as I'm concerned, the old schoolhouse takes priority.
Thanks. I'll let you know.
Excellent. I'll see you tomorrow then.
You're in the chess club, aren't you, Machias? Or are you planning on studying in the library?
The music just stopped. That's not good.
Since when was it any of your business what I choose to do after class?
No, I just... Have I done something to upset you?
Not especially. It's actually my fault for being deceived so easily in the first place.
Oh. Let's just say I haven't got a drop of noble blood in my veins. So I guess we're all in equal standing here. I'm really sorry. I wasn't trying to deceive you. I just...
Save your breath. Whether you're a noble or not is beside the point. The bottom line is you lied to me, and I simply cannot trust those who lie. That's all there is to it.
I'm sorry.
Now, please, think nothing of it.
Oh, am I intruding?
Oh, no, not at all. Did you need something?
I accidentally left one of my textbooks in my desk, so I came back to fetch it. Ah, here it is.
What subject?
Take a look.
For dummies? Forgot about that.
Studying hard as always, I see. Except, wait. Intermediate? Isn't that part of the Sunday school curriculum? Seems a bit basic for you.
Oh, it's not for me. I promised to help Fee with her math studies. I found this at a bookshop in town and thought it might be of some use to her.
Ah, okay.
Which reminds me, I should really be going. I'm sure she's waiting for me by now. I'll see you later, Rean.
Take care.
And don't worry.
Huh?
sure Machias doesn't hate you or anything. If you can find some way of making him realize how you feel, I'm sure he'll understand. It's just getting through to him that might be tough.
Yeah. I just have to keep at it. If Emma believes I can make it work, then I'll believe it too.
Ah, Emma. Such a sweetheart.
I should probably also get going. Maybe I'll wander around the academy grounds for a while before returning to the dorm.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go visit everybody. I'm not gonna run around. I'm just gonna fast travel everywhere. What are you doing, Fee? That doesn't look particularly comfortable. Bess said she was going to meet with Fee, right? Oh, I guess I should wake her up, but... Oh, Rean. Hey, I was just passing by when I saw you sleeping on that bench. I seem to recall you were supposed to meet up with Emma, weren't you? I suppose so. Okay, later. Wait a second. One more thing. I'm not sure falling asleep at odd spots around the campus like that is such a good idea. Really have to sleep during the day, I think you should at least use one of the infirmary beds. I do. Sometimes. Beatrix gives me sweets when she's there. Oh, the nurse? She does seem like a really kind person. But that's beside the point. You're a girl, you know? You need to be more... Never mind that. Sense it? Huh? Sense what? This building. It's changed again. A lot. What? Later. It's changed? Pretty late. I'll save checking that claim until tomorrow. But wait. Does that mean Fee's been investigating the old schoolhouse on her own?
Are you getting used to life at the academy yet?
I think I'm getting there. Our classes have really gotten harder since the start of the year, but I feel as though I'm keeping up.
That's good to hear. By the way, tomorrow is another free day. Are you really willing to help out again, like Instructor Sarah said?
Of course. Just let me know what you need my help with. Actually, if you can make a list for me, that'll make it easier to get everything done.
Thanks a lot, Rean. I really do appreciate it.
Like this? That's the correct formula, yes. Well done, Fee. Woo. Emma's good at teaching. It's boring, but I guess I'll keep studying. I heard you found Fee napping near the old schoolhouse. Well, I suppose her carefree attitude is one of her natural charms. But thank you for reminding her to come to the study session. No problem. Well, Fee, you kept Emma waiting. You better make sure to pay attention, okay? Will do. Uh-oh. That doesn't look good. That's the vice principal. Once again, Instructor Valstein, it appears you need me to put your pieces together for you. Class 7 consists of students from distinguished families and those of noteworthy grades and capabilities. Now think for a moment. Should their grades drop after entering the academy, who would be to blame? Yeah, I get it. Any more harping, you're going to join the orchestra. Oh, you get it, do you? How many times have I heard that from you now? Keep it up and the only thing you'll get is fired. How does his rants always manage to be so drawn out? Remember, Class 7, your actions have an impact on the public perception of the Academy at large. Let us not forget, your class snatched some students who were meant to join mine. I'm gonna leave before he gets any more angry. She even has the gall to call herself Elisa R. Who does she think she is? Or could she be hiding something? To make matters worse, she's a natural at lacrosse. She's only a beginner, and yet she's already on par with me. Me! I simply cannot stand her. I see. How truly fascinating. Paris, Sister Sublime, how would you feel about introducing me to her? It would be my pleasure to lay my eyes upon a commoner of golden radiance. Vincent, this is not the time to be flirting with the enemy! I'm sorry, I had to do that one. Vice Principal Heinrich is so mean. He didn't have to yell at me because I lost one little key. That was one doozy of a lecture, too. He must have had a lot of steam to blow off. Oh no, I'm gonna be late if I don't hurry. Vince also pretty adorable, if a little absent-minded. The tuning's perfect as can be, so this violin should be ready to play at a moment's notice. Still, I can't help but feel a little nervous. Oh? Why's that? I was kind of rude to that Hyams guy earlier, wasn't I? What if he remembers it and ends up having it in for me later? Oh yeah, that. Don't worry, I doubt anything's gonna happen. Hopefully he doesn't have his eye on me now. We've got Jusis and Laura in our class, so I guess I must have gotten a little too relaxed around nobles. You're pretty quick to adapt, huh?
Hey there, first year.
Oh, it's you. I'm not going to play along with your scams this time, so you might as well be on your way.
I wasn't trying to hustle you before, honest. Did you, figure out how I did it, though?
Oh yeah, the coin thing.
If you really want your 50 mirror back, I'll be happy to hand it over. But wouldn't you rather feel like you earned it? Come on, what do you say?
There had to have been a trick to it. Some form of sleight of hand. Something that wasn't as it seemed. If I had to guess, I'd say the crux of this illusion was... Of course! I'm pretty sure he had a bag at his feet. Which means... You threw the coin in the air, but let it fall instead of trying to catch it. You let it fall right into the open bag lying in wait for it at your feet. Am I right?
Yeah, not bad. Well, I wasn't expecting you to figure it out so quickly.
So I was right.
Yep, spot on. And a promise is a promise, so here's your 50 mirror
You spent it.
Sorry. I've only got 10 mirror on me.
Ugh, it's fine. Just forget it. It's only 50 mira. You can keep it.
Oh, really? Well, that's mighty generous.
Hey! Stop trying to leech money off innocent first years, you louse.
Oh, crap. It's the she-devil.
What? A bicycle? No, it looks like it's powered by orbital energy.
Sorry for the frame rate setters. It's not happening on my end, but I'm looking at my OBS screen and it's getting some encoding error, so it's causing the recording to not record as smoothly as I would prefer it to be.
Wait, I've seen this girl somewhere before.
You're Rean, I take it. I've been hearing all about you from Toa and George. Sounds like you pulled off some pretty amazing stuff in your field study last month.
I'm surprised you know my name, actually. I didn't think I'd been doing anything worthy of such attention. Guess I should still officially introduce myself, though. I'm Rean Schwarzer. It's nice to meet you.
Same. I'm Angelica Ragnar. Glad I could finally make your acquaintance.
Ragnar? As in Marquis Ragnar? Head of one of the 4 great houses?
Same reaction every time, I swear. Yeah, I'm his unworthy daughter. But he doesn't really want to have anything to do with me since I go around dressed like this.
I think it's less how you dress and more how you behave. Where are you going on that bike at this hour anyway?
Oh, George finally finished tuning the orbital engine. So I figured I'd give it a run to the capital and back and see how it holds up.
Sure must be nice not to have a care in the world.
Look who's talking.
So you do ride it like a bike. Wow.
Well, catch you later. I'm thinking of putting in a request for you sometime. If I do, I'd sure appreciate a swift response.
Lost for words? That's a little something George put together a while back. He calls it an orbital bike. Pretty cool, huh?
It is. It's kind of like a steel horse. I'm guessing you can't buy those in any shops?
Nah. The Ruhr Institute of Technology started putting that one together as part of a test. Then George finished it off. Angelica put up the money for the parts herself. Oh, but Toa and I helped out too.
Sounds like it must have been a pretty challenging project. Are you on good terms with Toa and George then? Angelica said she'd heard all about me from them. Maybe you had a little something to do with that too?
Well, we're all from different classes, but we've kind of stuck together for a while now. Come to think of it, I never did introduce myself, did I? Name's Crow Armbreast, 2nd year, class 5. I'm sure I'll catch you around again. Later.
So, his name's Crow, huh? Angelica's the daughter of Marquis Ragnar, Toa's the student council president, George is head of the engineering club. It seems like every second year I meet is somebody important.
Well, except for Crow. I mean, I guess he's important, but not like they are. All right, so I think I'm going to wrap it up here, so that way I don't bog things down and end up risking a second two-parter. Or I guess it would be like maybe the third two-parter of this series. I don't want to do that too often. So yeah, I'm gonna call it good here. Thank you for joining me, Starkova 12, and I shall see you in the next video.